What do you do after you make the world's first wireless recharging micro reflex sight? Well, you make one even smaller. This is the new OSight S, an MRD for concealed carry pistols, and we're going to take a closer look. Let me start with a quick unboxing, and then let's just see the contents of the box. This is the Olight OSight S. S presumably for small, because this is a very small micro reflex sight at a little over 1.5 inches long, about 1 inch wide, and about 1 inch tall. Now, here it is in comparison to a regular sized OSight, and as you can see, it is roughly half the size of the OSight, which, it is a larger window-sized micro reflex sight, but still, this is a very compact weapon optic that is designed for compact pistols, and it has compact pistol slides with an RMSC cut. Now, despite its diminutive size, it has pretty much all the features of the current models of the OSight. Chiefly, it is a rechargeable weapon light, and it recharges using the cover for the optic. And it magnetically clamps on to the optic, and as you can see here, it tells you how much of a charge is in the OSight itself. And this is also a power bank, because this can charge the unit up to 4 times. You can see here, it's got a quarter charge currently. You can, when fully recharged, and it recharges using a USB-C cable here, it'll charge up to 100%, which is, it can charge up to 4 times. And this has a purported battery life of about 20,000 hours on a full charge, which is roughly 2 years. So for recharges just off of the cover itself, 4 times 2 years, that's a long time. That's 8 years. So if your concerns are about whether or not this will hold a charge, well, Olight has a very good service reputation in terms of getting your products back, and it does have a lifetime warranty. So yeah, 8-year charge, not bad. Now, some of the other features it has, motion activation. It comes already turned off, or manually turned off during shipment, just to conserve battery life, so you will have to press the plus button to turn it on. But once turned on, it'll automatically turn on every time it senses movement. And you can also use the plus button to turn on the auto dimming feature, and will automatically adjust to the ambient light. And as you can see, it got super dim there, but I can kind of jig it here with a flashlight in front of it, and it should cause the, as you saw there, it caused the dot to get brighter. So yeah, even in noonday sun, this will automatically get brighter. You don't have to futz with the buttons. That's a nice feature, but let's turn it off for now, just so we can manually adjust the reticle there, the brightness of the reticle. And also you can adjust the reticle, change the reticle from a dot to a circle dot, or just a circle, by using the negative button. Keep that pressed for 3 seconds, and that will change your reticle. Now, you can't see that clearly right now because, well, it's focusing on my hands. The camera's focusing on my hands, which is way too close. We'll have to take this outdoors to the range and look at a target at a proper distance to look at that reticle clearly. But yeah, it has 3 different reticles. You can change that using the minus button, and if you press both of them together, it'll manually turn off the unit. Now, you can adjust your windage and elevation using these side screws here, and it does come with this cool little tool here that has a little skull face on it. It has a flat head on one end, and it has a hex head on the other, or sorry, a star head or a Torx head on the other, and use that Torx side to screw in your screws. And it does come with a generous set of different screw heights for different slides, but use the flathead side. And let's just take a look at that adjustment here. Listen. You can hear it. I can feel it indexing too. And let's check our windage. Oops. Yeah, it has both audible and tactile positivity on those adjustments. So overall, it's a nice little compact sight. Oh, and check this out. It's got a little rear window lens at the back. So in a sense, this is a little compact enclosed reflex sight in a way. So that's interesting. So let's get this mounted up, take it out to the range and test it out. Next. Before we get started with the test, I'd just like to take a quick break here to talk about this episode's sponsor, Aura. For the cost of just a VPN, I'm getting a whole suite of security services, including $1 million in identity theft insurance, and they're even removing me from those damn data broker listings. Use my link, aura.com/moondog, and you can try them for 14 days, free. And if you use that link, you're helping to support this channel. You know, identity fraud is a real thing, and with AI, it's all too easy to spoof your identity. That's why you should try out Aura. All right, let's get back to the tests. For a practical test, I took the OSight to the range to run alternate target drills. Went through 2 boxes of ammo, and after 100 rounds, I experienced no flickering, no malfunctions, and it held 0. Now let's take a look at the reticle. This is the 2 MOA dot, and I'm bringing up the brightness to its maximum, so that's really glowy. Now I'm bringing it back down to where it's just a fine point. Now I'm pressing down on the minus button and it's changing the reticle to the circle. This is a 32 MOA circle, and now I'm changing it to the circle and dot. I like to change it to this kind of reticle for action pistol matches against steel, but this kind of reticle is also helpful for windage and elevation holdovers. I'd like to thank OLight for sending out the OSight S for me to test. And this little tiny mini reflex sight addresses one of the issues with the full-sized OSight, and that is its oversized window, which is a great feature, except if you're trying to put it onto a compact concealed carry pistol, and that's why they created the S, which has an RMSC footprint. It has an enclosed, or I should say a covered hood on the back. Not quite an enclosed emitter because the emitter's on the outside, but it's enclosed so that it doesn't get dust. You don't get dust and lint and body oils on the inside of your lens. You can just easily clean the outside, and it is roughly half the size, only half the size of a full-sized OSight or OSight X, while having the changeable reticle of the OSight X. Now, being half the size also means it has a little less than half of the battery life of a full-sized OSight, which brings up the big issue a lot of folks have with rechargeable reflexes and the OSight as a concept. And to be honest, I was with you there. I was thinking, I don't like the idea. I don't trust the idea of a reflex sight that I can't change the battery of. If it runs out of battery, I want to be able to just quickly swap it out with a cheap coin battery. But here's the thing, and this has happened to me more than once. I've gone to the range, the battery on my optic is dead. Okay, no problem. I'll just go to my range bag, swap out the battery. Oh, I forgot to put in a new pack of coin batteries into my range bag. Or worse, there's only one battery left and that's also dead. So yeah, that's happened to me more than once. Why wouldn't that happen with the OSight? Here's the thing, the OSight is recharged using the cover, which you can just attach any USB-C cable to. But here's the kicker. When you put the cover on, it tells you, it shows you how much of a battery life is inside of the unit. I don't have any other reflex sight that will tell me how much battery life is in the coin battery that's inside of it. So yeah, it's just like your car's fuel gauge. You don't let your car go to empty. No, once you get to like a quarter or even half, you recharge it. So if I see this going less than half, I'm going to recharge my OSight. But here's the kicker. The cover itself has its own battery. Its internal battery can recharge the unit without having it plugged in up to 4 times. 4 times. That's 4 times 20,000. That's 8 years of runtime before I have to recharge this. And to be honest, 8 years from now, when I have to fully recharge this whole unit together, I will probably have replaced the OSight with whatever new hotness in technology in optics has come out. And you know, they practically come out every 2 to 5 years anyway. So yeah, that's the more realistic thing. But let me know in the comments if you think that's a realistic rationale for getting an OSight, or if you think 20,000 hours or even 80,000 hours is not enough runtime. Post a comment for me. But if you are interested in picking up an OSight S, well, I've included affiliate product links as well as more information in my full written review at moondogindustries.com, and you can find a link to that article in this video's description. If you use that affiliate link, you're helping to support this channel at no cost to you, and you can always help support my efforts to create these review videos by simply hitting that like button, the subscribe button, and notification bell buttons. Those are absolutely free. You don't get charged for being a subscriber to my channel, so I appreciate you taking the time to press those buttons and taking the time to watch this review. God bless. Moondog out. Hey, I'd like to know what you thought of this video. Leave me a comment or chat with me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, MeWe, Instagram, or Locals. And if you want to see all of my videos, go to moondogindustries.com.